Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. It is a 2016 deck by schifferbooks.com. It's over here somewhere. So if you want to look that up, you can do that. It's a 2016 deck. Does it say that on there? Yeah, so 5 years ago, but I'm thinking they're still active. Supportive Oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. This is a 2013 deck. Hay House, at the time, it was hayhouse.com, hayhouse.com. I know Hay House is still active. I don't know if that website is, but I know that Hay House is. I'm pretty sure, anyway. I'm pretty sure. I'm saying I know, and then I'm like, do I know? Anyway, what do we have for Gemini? Okay, we like your cards. Do we like the other cards? I don't know. I like your cards. I do like your cards. Because you got some really positive ones. I feel like you're coming into reality about something. What do we mean by that? Kind of like, whatever the situation you're dealing with, something is going upside down. Because there's the Tower card going on here, right? In this situation, things are falling apart, right? But I feel like this is actually going to work for you. It's going to work more for you than against you. I don't know about other people making out on it, but other people are other people. You know what I mean? Because you got this as your challenge card, the Knight of Cups and the Door to Happiness. This is your moment to take these sour grapes and be like, well, I can make this out of sour grapes, and I love that. It's almost like, green tomatoes, I've had fried green tomatoes that were the best. So if you know what you're doing, fried green tomatoes are awesome. But you're that type of person, kind of like, yeah, they may be green tomatoes, but I can do this with them. Or, something where somebody else is like, oh, that's not quite right. Those are sour grapes. You're like, but I can do this with them. You'd be the one to be like, well, maybe most people can't do anything with that, but I know what to do with that. And that's your challenge in this situation. The tower hits, and they're saying your opportunity hits with that tower. No, you didn't cause anything to go wrong, because I don't feel you as any type of cause of anything. But when things fall apart, opportunity knocks, and they're saying it's up to you to see it. Just not feel guilty about it. I don't know why you would feel guilty about it, but if somebody else is really having a hard time, I don't feel that being your fault. Like, you didn't do anything. But if something goes bad, you got to do the best you can with it. And I'm getting you have the power to take control here. You definitely have to take complete control. You got to see what you want and then activate it. That is literally the only thing that might cause you problems, is if you overthink it and keep thinking of possibilities and keep overanalyzing. Paralysis by analysis, one of those things. That's the only thing that's going to hold you back. So when you see what it is and you see something good, go for it. Make that happen. Claim that as yours. Claim that as yours. Don't wait. Don't wait for somebody else's feelings to be okay with it either. I don't know why we're saying that. It makes me nervous saying it, but because I'm getting like, they're saying if you overthink it, the sixth chakra is like the third eye. Your opportunities here, it's coming in. Like, you're seeing this. They're showing you, go this way. You're going to have very strong feelings about it. The only thing that might hold you back from actually moving forward, I'm getting like this weird guilt feeling. Like, oh, I don't know if everybody else is ready for me to do this. You can't hold back for somebody else. You're going to miss your opportunity. You can't hold back. Because somebody else is having a hard time. I get that with the Seven of Wands. But you doing what's right for you, I don't think it matters either way. They're going to feel the way they're going to feel either way. If you go forward and make something better for yourself, I can see them kind of targeting you a little bit, trying to make you look like the bad guy for not feeling as bad as they do, but that's not right. I would just pass it, just move on from it. Don't let that hold you back, because sometimes that people do that. It's a general read. I'm not saying everyone is going to have to deal with that, but I feel like Gemini gets that crap end of the stick somehow. Every now and then, you see an opportunity and you move forward, and then somebody else makes you feel bad because you're enjoying something and they're not. You're not doing it. It's like, it's not malicious. You're making the best out of the situation. You're just not letting it hold you down. Keep moving forward, because I see you moving forward. If you choose to move forward and you don't let this hold you back, there's a lot of work to be done, but I'm also getting the Emperor energy here with you. you're going to be very motivated to keep it going. I feel like it's one of those things like you're opening, it's like an advent calendar, because I'm kind of seeing an advent calendar. Every door you open up is a surprise and something new and a new riddle and a new problem to solve, and it's very exciting to you. Once you start moving, I feel like it's going to keep you moving, and you're going to be very motivated to figure out the next thing going on. It's also with the Emperor, it's also the I Am card, it's also the one of, you know, you got to do what's right for you. Every time this comes up, I swear people get upset. Somebody here is going to say something nasty to me about this, but you have to do what's right for you. You have to have a selfish moment. Everybody has to have a selfish moment once in a while where you do what's best for you. And is it technically selfish if it's not your normal mode? Every now and then you got to do what's best for you. And people like to see that as selfish, but I'm also getting that that's not something you always do. Once in a while you should, and this is your time to do that. I don't know how that sounds, because I know people don't like when I say that sometimes. Like, once in a while, everybody should be a little bit selfish. Not at the detriment of somebody else. I'm not saying that. But once in a while, you just got to do something that's best for you because it's best for you. And is it really even selfish if it's just because, if it's not hurting somebody else, is it even really that selfish? I mean, not for nothing. Because I'm getting the world coming in with a contract. You got something really good coming in that's going to last a long time that you're going to be very thankful to have. Yet you can't hold back. If you let this energy hold back, and you because I'm getting there's a lot of sadness here, kind of like, oh, the tower fell down, I'm really upset about it, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to deal about it, and then you start making good on it, and they're like, how dare you, Gemini? I'm broken up in tears, and you're just over there doing what's good for you, you're making the best of the situation, how dare you? If you let that hold you back, you lose your opportunity, it's going to sail right past you, and if you decide that's what's right, then you decide that's what's right. I totally get that. But they're not going to feel good about it either way. Whether you sit back and let this possibility pass you by or you go ahead and you claim it, they still have to go through their emotions either way. It's not going to make their situation better if you just sit by and let this pass. That's not going to improve things for them. If you go and claim it, I see them trying to push off energy on you, for some of you anyways. Somebody pushing off energy like, how dare you, Gemini? How dare you do that? It may look like it makes it worse for them, but it technically doesn't. They're going to go through those emotions anyway. They're just using you as a scapegoat for some of it. I wouldn't let it hold you back. Whatever this energy is, in the long run, it will be fine. Whatever you're dealing with, it's going to be fine in the long run. It's going to get its bearings. It's going to get its feet back on the ground. It's not going to like what happened still, but it's going to make good on it. Whether you claim what you want or not, it's this, whoever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with, is still going to go down the same path, is still going to end up in the same destination. There's really no reason for you to not have what you want. I just wouldn't let the guilt trip hold you down. You have to claim it. If you claim it, it's really, there's this, when I'm seeing this Three of Pentacles, it is talking about a lot to get done, but I'm getting a lot of wealth here, a lot of, like, this is very, it feels very lucrative to me. You're going to get, in the sense of, like, whatever lucrative venture you want out of this. If it's money, then it's a lot of money. If it's something else, if it's creative, if it's something else, you're going to get a lot of benefit, a lot of value out of it. So I wouldn't let this pass. I wouldn't let this pass you. I would go forward, claim it. Again, you don't get it unless you can't claim it, and if you claim it, the World card comes in. This is going to hang out for a while, and you're going to get a lot of benefit for a long time to come. Did I talk about this? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Yeah, we know that. But what else is here? Because I noticed with the Hermit card, like, I'm definitely an intuitive reader. You know, he seems to be kind of hidden behind that ball. You don't have to be out front about what you're doing, by the way. You can do what you need to do and just keep it to yourself and quietly move forward. And when people find out, they find out. That might make this a lot easier for you. Make your decision, move forward, and then just keep it to yourself. Just keep it very private, and then if it comes forward, address it as necessary, and just kind of like, yeah, well, it wasn't I didn't want to like rub it into anybody, so I just didn't say anything, so I was just trying to make it easier, and you could play it off that way. So, because I know Gemini is very good at communicating. From a couple Geminis I've talked to, it's like, I feel like some of you get sucked into conversations and all of a sudden, the cat got out of the bag. You're like, oops, whoopsies. I don't know if that's common for Gemini or if that's just based on like the chart of certain people I've talked to. But if you don't even touch the subject, if you try to stay away from that subject, or you just keep changing the subject, which you're very good at that. When you guys want to change a subject, I don't think that's a challenge at all. You can do that in 2 seconds. Just don't let people know what you're doing. Keep it private. That might make this a lot easier. Like, nobody needs to know who doesn't have to know, unless you're dealing with them directly. Unless they have to help you, you don't need to tell people. Whoever you're dealing with, they will be fine. I'm getting they're still going to end up in the same spot. In the long run, they're still going to end up in the same spot. So whether you get what you want or not, it's not going to make their life better or worse. Even if you go to get it and they start throwing like darts at you, kind of like, Gemini, oh, how dare you, Gemini. They may act like you're making it worse, but you're really not. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you'd like the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching and have a great day.